All right. We are live and we are back. Was been away for last week for a little bit. Had to do some traveling, but we are indeed back. Welcome. Welcome to chat. Good to see some familiar faces. So for those of you who have watched the previous streams, we have so far in Fear and Hunger Termina gotten ending both A and ending B. And now we're gonna go for ending C, which, well, I know a couple of you are familiar with most of this, but a couple of you are newer. So to explain how the, yeah, let's start with a quick explanation as we move into our character creation. So we have multiple characters. We played as a JoJo character the first time. We played as Olivia the second time. We managed to, in the first time, free some of the contestants of the death game that we are locked into this game with Marco. And became one with them between me and my party, we became one with the machine god. Ending B, we got with Olivia, who, as we kind of wrested our way and somewhat reluctantly killed our way through the murder game of Termina. We were the last one standing, but didn't prove enough bloodlust to earn the runner of the show, Perklee's favor. So this time, we're going to play Osa. Get a little bit of background as to what he is about, and just starting off strong, giving into the bloodlust, seeing who we can knock out early, who we should make temporary alliances with, but ultimately we want to try and kill the entire cast by the end of the first day. Because that is what Perklee's looking for. And then from there, that should net us ending C, which I'm not super familiar with as to what that will actually entail. But yeah, so yes, again, for the ones who are death to all in the name of the moon. Yes, in the name of the moon god rare, we will shed blood and revel in it. But yeah, Marco was the boxer from Vatican City, looking to start a new life with his sister off in Rondon. Olivia, sister of the candidate who eventually became the machine god in Marco's timeline, but sadly did not rise within her own. Maybe we'll play a Masa mode at some point with her and see if we can get ending A. Because I think once we do this, we're going to just move into Masa mode stuff. Which we might get to today, because depending on how good I prove to be at killing most of our companions here, this could potentially be a relatively short stream. So if I feel like it goes too short, we'll start off in Masa mode with whoever chat votes on going with next. But yeah, we will in this time be playing everyone's favorite yellow mage, Osa. Yeah. So without further ado, why don't we just get straight into it? As I am rambling a little bit, I'm getting back into the vibe of streaming and making videos and whatnot after the last week of moving about. So starting off in Fear and Hunger mode, because that's the only way to get ending C. Ending C is the only one that gets locked out. And now we're going to get some hopefully interesting backstory. And we have a new option. Full text adventure and a bridge version. Oh. Rena would be fun. I'd definitely be looking forward to playing her at some point. Yeah, don't. We're going to do the full text. We're going to get everything. I'm just surprised that there's an abridged version for Osa. I'm guessing there's going to be a lot here. Because I know you have been warning me that, or not in a warning, but like you've been telling me that he's got a lot of stuff going on based on the first game. So I'm quite interested to jump into that. So, oh yeah, by the way, if the screen is a little bit dark, I now know how to fix that. I've been playing with the settings a little bit since I've gone back to my computer. So if things are a little bit dark, let me know. I will make them a little brighter. But for now, why don't we start this text adventure with Osa here? The soothing sound of the rail tracks. You are not used to such a peaceful and tranquil atmosphere. You can't help but let your mind wander. You reminisce what has led you to this point in life. You are born and raised in the raging heat of Bissonia. The continent with a long history embedded with chaos and warring factions. Those fools. The people around you waged wars over ancient disputes and grudges started by long-gone ancestors. But as how it had to always be, the people of Abyssonia held ancestors and their spirits in godlike pedestals. Oh, one last thing before I continue reading through all this. I have been, over the last few streams, I have been fighting with essentially the chat box in the top right corner of the screen. It has been making some of the editing videos a little bit odd. If posts don't seem to be showing up in there, do let me know. I will try and fix that real quick if it doesn't seem to be doing things. But regardless, let's get back to Osa. But it's not like it was any better in the north. In the continent of Europa, those fools worshipped ancient deities that none of them have ever seen with their own eyes. And they certainly had their disputes as well. The great war after another. A great war after another. What's worse, the disputes didn't stay within their borders. They dragged everyone into their mess. They had to set their eyes on Abyssonia now because of its strategic position in securing an access to oil and other raw materials from the east. It was only a matter of time before their troops would march on your land. You are not going to die because some faceless puppeteers chose to focus their magnifying glasses on your home country this time. Despite your young age, you decided to leave. Your siblings and mother would mourn your departure. They wanted you to have something to remember them by. Oh, we can get a Chak-Chak right away. For the newer viewers, a Chak-Chak is a very powerful summoning equipment that you can have that I think it just increases your magic damage by 20. And as nice as a soul stone to start off with would be, I think the Chak-Chak's gonna just have better long-term effect because soul stones can be gathered relatively easily, especially if I'm not restrictive in who I kill. So let's go for the Chak-Chak. Also, it fits into the thumbnail. Osa the Chak-Chak man. You took the Chak-Chak with you. You have considered yourself as successfully dead inside. Sorry, let me start that one again. You have considered yourself as successfully dead inside, not swayed by emotions, but it took a lot of effort to convince yourself that you wouldn't miss your family. You still obviously had weaknesses to weed out. All right, so we're not quite a sociopath, but we're trying, apparently. You headed to the City of the Sun, Amon, to educate yourself on spiritualism and religion. You were not slow physically, but you were always considered your intellect your true forte. And just like that, you were accepted as an apprentice after some preliminary tests. At the same time, news about the Great War closing Abyssonian borders were all they could talk on the radio. Amon was far from the borders and would probably remain safe for a good while, even after the war broke. You figured you still had plenty of time to learn at the temple and leave the country behind before it was too late. At the Temple of Amon, you were given a choice to learn various different schools of spiritualism. Learn to worship in Europa, learn magic from Eastern sanctuaries, learn methods of your home country. So this one seems to be a bit of an interesting choice. So the gods of this game mainly seem to be to worshipped in Europa. I don't really know what Eastern Sanctuaries or Abyssonia are about too much. I believe Nazara, the warlord, comes from the Eastern Sanctuaries, but Abyssonia? If I'm looking for affinity with the gods, learning to worship in Europa might be more advantageous. I think I'll try that. The worship in Europa focused on the older god Almer, but among scholars, it wasn't too uncommon to worship even more obscure deities. Okay, here we go, here we go. We get our pick of the litter as far as the gods go. So, in our previous games, we managed to get affinity with most of the gods, other than... Yeah, because we've casted with most of the gods. It won't be too hard to get Fear and Hunger and Almer. And Olimar's not that good. So let's whittle this down. We can knock out Olimar, definitely. Sylvan is hard, but we're going to get... Since we are going to... Well, chat is telling me Moon right now, given that we never really messed around with the Moon. So why don't we start with the Moon? We'll do that. We are the Moon. We are the Moon cult for this game. Your affinity with the Moon God grew. Hi, Star T. Welcome to the stream. You are talented and praised for your quick learning at the temple, but that came as no surprise to you. You knew you were smarter than most of those old geezers. They only possessed knowledge you wanted. Once you had that, they served no purpose to you. Also seems so far in this descriptor appropriately what's the word? He's very big on himself. He believes in his abilities very highly. More time you spent at the temple, more pathetic the priests of Amon started to look in your eyes. Religion in general started to look dubious too, after examining how the world functioned. Most religious doctrines were modeled to accommodate the current ruling class. Religion was used as a mere tool to control masses more than anything else. Dedicating your life to worship would equal to dedicating your life to kings and queens at the time. Pardon me? You had left your home because you didn't want to die fighting someone else's war, so why would you waste your life serving someone else in turn? Yeah, I can see how this is now setting up to be a yellow mage route. Or at least Os's life turning to a yellow mage. Around this time, you found an old scroll from one of the many Amon libraries. The scroll mentioned an old sect of magical practitioners originating from Eastern sanctuaries whose worldview seemed more appealing to you. Yellow mages. Different from your typical priests, instead of their dedicating their lives to worship, gods existing for them, their force was to be harnessed to further one's own personal growth and agenda. Instead of fighting order for the commandments laid out by the older gods, yellow mages reveled in chaos. Chaos was the natural state of the world. Chaos was the natural state the world would return to time and time again, so why even try to force it into anything else? Neutral evil indeed. You quit at the Temple of Amon and decided to head east in pursuit of these yellow mages. You traveled beyond your home continent, ultimately finding yourself at the narrow streets of Eastern sanctuaries. You got acquainted with the local temples. Even they had adopted the worship of Olimar as their main religion. Eastern sanctuaries were no better than the Temple of Amon in that regard. If anything, religion was even more prevalent there and dictated the way the people were to live and die. You were looked down upon by the scholars and religious leaders of the area because your very public opinions. That didn't bother you. You knew better. In time, your conviction convinced and facets you wanted. You were approached by a group of traveling mages who wore colorful attires. Maybe by colorful you mean the color yellow? The yellow mages that were still around in this day and age were reduced to small separate groups wandering around the world to study all fields of the otherworldly. The group saw the potential in you and offered a place among them. You liked what you heard and decided to join the wandering group. What did you specialize in? Basic techniques or learn more advanced magic? Well, advanced magic certainly sounds nice. Someone outside is revving a motorcycle, and I hope that's not being picked up. Anyway. Advanced feels like pretty in character for Osa to immediately go after. I'm worried that that's going to have some kind of drawback, but why don't we roll for it? Let's go for it. You learned herding. Okay. Your path of learning and self-growth knew no end. Your travels brought you to a small border town in Eastern sanctuaries. There, you met a curious person, Hadil Azif. I probably Hadil Azif, or Azif. Hadil Azif. We're going to go with that pronunciation. A self-proclaimed wizard from the Far East. Despite his pretentious appearance, his family name, Azif, was well known and even somewhat feared in certain occult circles, which gave his claims at least some credibility. He was gathering a group of adventurers to accompany him on a perilous quest. He had inherited a map from his late grandfather that was supposed to lead him to the infamous dungeons of fear and hunger itself. Hey. The place used to be a noteworthy location of pilgrimage for many aspiring mages and priests in the distant past. The Yellow Mages had spent time with previously old ominous tales about the dungeons as well. Initially, you dismissed Azif's talks, only to be haunted by the most brutal nightmares on the following night. Something was calling for you. You had witnessed the place yourself. Sorry, you had to witness the place yourself. Yeah, Black Ward is definitely a really strong spell, but starting with hurting is still pretty damn good. Plus, I was able to hit some really high damage numbers with hurting, with the Chak and with, what's it called? Dance Macabre. Or Macabre, I forget, I don't know how to pronounce that last word. You joined the motley crew of adventurers Azif had managed to put together and traveled through war-torn Europa. Most of the crew quit halfway to Rondon because of how difficult it was to cross borders during these chaotic times. The closer to the destination you got, the more feverish your dreams became. The remaining members of your ragtag fellowship were visibly sick from stress and otherworldly pressure that had befallen on you the moment you set out on your quest. Kind of familiar. This is like kind of similar to like how Enki went to the Dungeon of Fear and Hunger, because he was also beset upon by visions, less of like in the more sickening way and more of, well, he was crucifying himself and had visions, but at least seems familiar. And I think Osa also has the Enlightened Soul, so that's another kind of comparison to throw between the two of them. The breaking point was the day you were finally to arrive at the dungeons. A heavy fog drowned your camp and made navigations impossible. Using compass, it did no good. I think that A didn't mean to be there. Did no good as the thing was just spinning circles wildly. Yeah, if I had to go to the dungeons in Fear and Hunger, I would also have a pretty bad tummy ache. Distant growls and howls created unrest. Not that there was any need for that, that as a superstition and constant misfortune had already convinced your fellow travelers that this trip was cursed from the start. The compass, it did no good. Very, 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 very Italian. Your companions panicked and scattered to the mist. Azif himself had been sick from constant nightmares for half the trip already. You left him curled up in the fetus position in his tent and ventured forward on your own. I think it's fetal, but fetus position also works, I guess. After walking for a while, you started to make out something behind a thick white veil. The mist revealed structures of some kind. Yeah, Ragnarvoller just walking in like, nothing's wrong here. I'm built for this. You got to a set of old ruins, or they looked more like a measly pile of rubble now. If it wasn't for the dreadful aura emanating from the deep within, you couldn't tell that there was anything remarkable about this place whatsoever. Near the main entrance arch, there was a makeshift archaeological site with tents and digging equipment. The site looked abandoned. On the other side, there was a side entrance to the dungeon with stairs leading down to the darkness below. Oh god. I'm getting... Okay, so for those of you not familiar with the first game, if you played the first game on hard mode or like their medium mode, going through the main entrance or hanging around outside too long causes dogs to spawn. So I'm scared I'm gonna get jumped by dogs in a text adventure. Let's examine the tents. The archaeological site seems relatively new, maybe a couple years old at tops. There was no signs of people. Whoever had set it up had long abandoned the place too. Trust my instincts. Oh, hopefully I don't get attacked by a dog. All the documents and reports were written in Bremen, so you couldn't tell what exactly these people were looking for. This might have just been a regular archaeological excursion that stumbled into their certain doom unknowingly. If these truly were the dungeons of fear and hunger, then even in their current state, they would surely swallow unprepared tourists whole. Near the main entrance arc, there was a makeshift archaeological site with tents and digging equipment. Okay, we should be fine. So let's go into... Okay, the main entrance is probably going to be dangerous. Let's go in the side entrance. Cautiously, you walk down the slippery stairs only to find a cave-in. The hallway had totally collapsed and there seems to be... Oh, okay, so much for that. Buried under the rubble there was an old skeleton in medieval leather armor, crushed under tons of rock. You didn't want to suffer the same fate with the skeleton, so you returned back. This really is a full text adventure compared to the last two backgrounds we have. I understand why there was an abridged version now. Okay, let's go into the main entrance this time. The moment you stepped inside the dungeon walls, you felt immense otherworldly pressure. You understood that the place would drain any normal person to the brink of madness and starvation in a matter of mere hours. You had to be efficient about this. Yeah, I now understand. Yeah, Liam, I totally see what you mean by this is Hunger 1.5. Fear and Hunger 1.5. Even though the day was still bright, the darkness seems to suffocate all light. You could barely see any. Suffocate all light, and you could barely see anything ahead of you. You lit up a torch. You stood at the vestibule of the dungeons. To your left, you saw a doorway leading to what seemed like a kitchen. There was... Jesus, it's just like the first game. There was a small room with old wooden furniture in front of you, and to the right, there was a closed door. Okay, let's think. What iteration of the dungeon is this? The kitchen's to the kitchen is a small room with wood furniture in front of you, and to your right, there was a closed door. Let's check the kitchen. Well, actually, no. We have to be efficient about this. So let's not linger here. Check the room in front of me. Room had an old wooden desk in front of a partially rotten flag that hung on the wall. The flag was that of the old Rondon. The opposite wall had a half-empty bookshelf facing towards you. We're going to see the cage. Behind a small pile of rubble, you saw a wooden chest covered in cobwebs and dust. Books are important. Let's check the bookshelf. The few books that were still left were all in terrible condition. Get the run and meat from Moonless. We're all in a terrible condition. None of them looked interesting, but behind a large encyclopedia of torture, you found an old wine vial. Suddenly, you heard a loud banging and screeching coming from the entrance. Adrenaline was rushing through you as you ran back to see just what was causing the noise. The closed door was jolting from its hinges. Something big was trying to force its way through. Whatever it was created inhuman guttural sounds between its swings at the door. Ugh. Let's go into the kitchen. Quickly waltz inside the kitchen and pressed against the corner where you thought you could stay hidden while still seeing what you were up against. The door crashed open. You saw a dark silhouette of a gigantic malformed being push from the open doorway. The creature made gurgling noises as it slowly wandered to the other room. Use this chance to sneak through the dark corridor where it first came from. Only the creature had clearly gotten used to the darkness as it sensed you the moment you got out from your hiding spot. You charged through the unknown darkness without a second thought. You ran as fast as you could create distance to the malformed beast with each step. You couldn't see much in the darkness, but a doorframe that had light shining through its cracks caught your attention. Tackled the door open and stumbled into an overgrown courtyard. Quickly glancing back to the dark corridor, you noticed the beast was nowhere to be seen. You figured that the last rays of the setting sun still kept it at bay. Okay, that's good. You took a breather and slowly walked across the yard. The grass had taken a sickly yellowish color, and the setting sun created the ominous shadows as its rays hit the long gallows standing at the center of the enclosure. As you managed to focus your thoughts, you realized that there was an additional voice echoing in your head. Something or someone was calling you from the depths of this forsaken fortress. There was something very curious about the echo. You needed to find its source. Not like you had a choice, but to delve deeper as the sun was rapidly setting down, stripping you from the last barrier that kept the murderous beast hiding in the shadows. The courtyard led to another door to the darkness. You pushed forward. You were at the foyer of the dungeon. The hall was large. To your left was a lavatory. To your right, the fucking bathroom. To your right, there was a long corridor leading to dull darkness, and before you rose a large stairway. What if we get some Almer affinity? You think anyone else got crucified over here nearby recently? The wide stairway led to an old Almer sacrificial altar, with a skeleton crucified to it. Next to the altar, there was a side path leading deeper inside. Oh, interesting. Look at the altar real quickly. The altar was a typical ritual crucifix used to worship Almer. The ascended one, a sacrifice would be put on the cross, and their blood would slowly be drained with days to come. Traditionally, such rituals were used for protection. Almer would look after the immediate surroundings for as long as the blood was running from the cross. The last sacrifice this cross saw must have been this skeleton. There was no blood dripping from the cross anymore, so no protection from Almer either. Check the side path. The path was a narrow corridor crudely made from misshapen bricks and stones. It looked like the floor had collapsed at certain points, but you were able to hop over the trench with ease. A large room opened up before you. The room stood out with its fine decor, spiraling floor, tiling, and its many bookcases covered in the walls. The south end corner of the room had a small doorway shrouded in the darkness. The north end corner was made dilapidated with its caved-in ceiling and all. Well, we gotta check the bookshelves. Most of the books were still left. Oh, hell yeah! We can get a skin Bible. We have full rare affinity, so we don't need that. It's either Grogroff or Sylvan. That's the thing. I don't think we need the rare book though, because don't we have the affinity? Yeah, I'm thinking Grogroff too. I will say. Actually, if we do get the rare Bible, we can guarantee getting Black Caleb early, which is not a bad thing to get. But I think it's more important to get our affinity going in the right way. So let's get Grogroff. Got the skin Bible. Go Grogroff. The manuscripts all seem to be part of the bigger compilation, and you would have loved to have had them all with you, but you had a job to do and you couldn't burden yourself with too much extra luggage. A large room opened up to you, and the room stood out with its fine decor, spiraling floor tiling, and its many bookcases covering the walls. The south end corner of the room had a small doorway shrouded in darkness. The northern corner was more dilapidated with its caved-in ceiling. Sorry, caved-in. We already checked that, so check the doorway. Your torchlight lit up the small room and revealed a wooden desk with drawers. A carpet was from the eastern sanctuaries, judging by its patterns, and a partially eaten corpse that seemed to be part of the archaeological expedition. Well, either Ragnavold or August has been here. Check the desk. The desk was trashed, so I must have searched the desk. Most of the valuables have been long looted. Opening a drawer revealed an old, dusty letters of no importance. The bottom drawer, however, seemed to be struck. You could probably force it. You kicked the drawer a couple of times and managed to force it open. Hey, lucky coin. How lovely. Faint whining and moaning could be heard from the partially eaten archaeologist. Ugh! Okay, it's a ghoul. The corpse was trying to get on its feet. As it stumbled up, a group of keys fell from its lap. It picked up the prison key. Only one step at a time, the ghoul approached you with its mouth stretched unnaturally open. We could probably just run away from this thing, honestly. You backed away from the room, yet the ghoul kept on following you. You cautiously hopped over the collapsed floor in the corridor leading up to the library. The creature was not as agile, instead face planted on the ground as it tripped in the rubble. The ghoul was waist deep in the trench, unable to climb back up. Desperately, he tried to reach for you with his blood-soaked hands. The whines and growls turned into agitated shrieks as it furiously tried to snatch you. It looked like the creature was stuck. You figured you'd best just leave this area for now and explore elsewhere. Great, we didn't have to spend any sanity on that. You're at the foyer of the dungeon. Lavatory can't be anything good, so why don't we go to... Wait, where are we? Large stairway up. Stairways to the, dark corridor. Your torch slowly pushed away the darkness as you advanced towards the unknown. The further you got, the stronger the echo inside your head became. You couldn't make out words clearly, but this was definitely the right direction to head. A large room opened up behind a set of rusty iron bars. Your torch revealed human-like figures that stood still just beyond the radius of the light. Upon closer inspection, you noticed that these figures were medieval iron maidens, human-shaped torture devices that had practical use, judging from the old stains that had formed in the seeping blood of their victims. The room had numerous other torture devices as well. Most of them would probably be inoperable in this day and age. Among them, you saw old reinforced chests at the back of the room you saw, a corridor leading to the cell. Okay, we gotta try and open the chest. Chests look old and might as well have been medieval for all you knew. You tried opening, you realized the lock was still fully functioning. You couldn't open it without a proper key. You felt the cold draft run across the chamber. The draft seemed to be guiding you towards the dark corridor at the end of the room. Loud creaks and groans could be heard behind you. Something big had just entered the foyer. You figured it must have been the malformed archaeologist from before. The sun must have set, which made it possible for the creature to advance to the courtyard. The creature must have had your scent as his footstep clearly closed in on you at a rapid pace. You had to act fast. The corridor that opened up was a long one with multiple cell doors covering each other. At the end, there was a large bar sealing off staircase. Only a rusty old lock stood in your way towards the deep darkness. I have the key, so I should be able to... yeah, we can forget the cells. Let's go to the gate. You heard the creature trash in the nearby torture chamber. He was right on your heels. You couldn't see him in the darkness, but you could sense his intense hatred homing in on you. The gate was locked with a reinforced lock. You tried to remain cool as you hoped the prison keys to work. The beast was already charging towards you as you opened the gate and slipped inside only seconds before the malformed monster smashed against the bars. Violently, the creature tried to reach for you while making low grunt noises from his swollen throat. The bars and gate seemed to hold the beast for now, but you didn't want to stay and find out whether the thing could eventually break in. Instead, you took the stairs deeper to the darkness. The thought crossed your mind, if darkness had twisted those poor sods to becoming mindless beasts, would the same fate await you if you stayed at the dungeon for long enough? I wonder how much of this is going to be just a text adventure, really. The stairs became sticky from old gore and blood the deeper you got. The air was stale and had rotten smell to it. The voice inside your head got louder. You still couldn't make sense of any words, but it was definitely calling for you. Deeper. You had to get deeper. That much was clear. You entered a huge chamber full of partially buried skeletons and rotting corpses laying about. The ground had a thick layer of dried blood and filth, which had accrued around the chamber walls over the years. Each step you took echoed to dizzying heights. You couldn't see the chamber ceiling, and the walls just rose up forever to the darkness. There were two staircases in the chamber. One led to the ground level you had just escaped, while the other one led to lower levels. In the middle of the chamber, there was a rather new-looking wooden contraption. Keep your mind safe in your oh, no. A new contraption. I'll leave the bodies as is, because they're probably not too much there. I want to know what this contraption is. You didn't notice the gaping hole in the center of the chamber until you got closer. Torch lit up the surroundings. The one contraption had been built around it as a freight elevator of sorts, lifting the lower items and people if necessary. The contraption itself stuck out just by not being stained with the blood and filth like everything else. Judging by some of the equipment around the elevator, it must have been used by the same archaeologist expedition that had set up the tents outside. You could have used the contraption yourself too if you had some rope with you. Oh, okay, yeah, the village, got it. Now I know where I am. Meat hallway. What's the ground? I'll push my luck. We'll try the bodies. Most of the bodies have been decaying and decomposing for hundreds of years. Some bodies look fresher than the others, while some were reduced to bare skeletons. The ludicrous amount of corpses did raise question about the purpose of this chamber, but there was no one around to answer those questions anymore, so you just took everything at face value. Fair enough. Deeper down we go. The stairs leading down were sticky with the grime like everything else in the chamber. A cold draft moved you along to the chasm that awaited you at the bottom. A giant underground ravine opened up before you. Even your torch couldn't properly light up the area. There was iron grid platforms suspended above a seemingly bottomless chasm. Platforms were mounted on cavern walls and linked together with a shaky-looking bridge. The side you were on had a few individual prison cells in a row. What awaited on the other side of the bridge was shrouded in darkness. Cave mother. But the bridge is a dangerous thing. The prison cells. You tried opening the cell doors, but all of them appear to be locked. Some of the locks were too rusty to even function properly anymore. Oops, my bad. The ravine opened up before you, even your torch. Examine the ravine. The grid platforms looked old and rusty. The platforms gave worrisome creaks as you walked on them. The fact that parts of the platform had already collapsed didn't exactly reassure you of that condition. Giant underground ravine opened before even the torch. I don't want to go across this bridge. That feels like a good way to lose a leg. Try going up now. You walked up the stairs. The screams of the malformed archaeologist got louder and louder until you saw the thing still banging on the gate relentlessly. The gate hinges were starting to get loose. It seemed like the creature could have broken in at any moment, really. I had to head back. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. I guess we have to go across it, really, because we can't just hang around with the archaeologist on his way back. Cautiously walk up to the bridge. Just putting some weight on the thing caused a couple of nuts and bolts fall down to the endless depths. You braved to cross it. The bridge felt like it was about to collapse at any moment, but somehow it remained together. Whew. The other side of the ravine was more or less identical to the one you were where you just came. There were 3 cells in a row. At the end of the platform, there was a corridor leading away from the ravine back to solid ground. Yeah, I had a feeling that this is a place where I could potentially die if I'm not careful, or at the very least maim myself in some pretty bad ways. Okay, we're not going back. That thing's not gonna hold on to us. Let's go to the corridor. The corridor took you to a small intersection. To your left, there was a doorway to a small room. And to your right, the corridor continues deeper into the darkness. I'm gonna gamble and hope that the guard can't get to me because of that, because he'll probably fall on the bridge, given that he's not really caring too much. So I'm gonna check the room. The room looked like it had once belonged to an army officer. There are numerous weapon racks in the room position next to empty shelf. At the back of the room, there was a wooden desk with an impressive-looking leather recliner behind it. Oh, is this like the Oh, okay, now I know where we are. Behind the desk, you know, is a small cast iron chest, what seemed like a rusty lever. So if I pull the lever, that should activate the thing to go down. Yeah, because we're not in the Moonless Cave yet. We're in the officer's office where, or the guard's office where we can lower the cage to get to the Moonless thing. Like I'm concerned that we're not going to be able to get back there because I don't know how many times that bridge is going to work. It might work one more time, but I'm scared to try it. Let's pull the lever. Looks like the mechanical lever used to control something. You tried pulling it, but was stuck. Didn't budge even a little. Curious little thing, but its purpose would remain a mystery to you. Okay, so that thing's just totally not working. You hear distant chains rattle in the chasm. Seems like the small commotion caused by your exploration reached the ears of someone or something. The room looked like it had once belonged to an army officer. Okay, let's check the chest. Chest had a thick and durable-looking lock. It must have been just that, too. It had survived the test of time and undoubtedly a myriad of looters. Tried forcing it open with no luck. If all the thieves from the past several hundred years had given up on the chest, it would have been very unlikely that it was you who would have finally been the one to break the thing. Loud creaks from the ravine. The dungeons were dead silent apart from the small ruckus caused by you going through the officer's room. Whatever still lived in darkness would hear you loud and clear. All right. I bet you there was something in that desk, but I don't want to hang around here anymore. Yeah, get out. Quarter took you to a smaller section. Deeper into darkness. Torch pushed away the darkness, and dancing light flickered on a lone skeleton chain on the wall. The corridor circled back to the great chasm and its suspended platforms. The gridiron bridge connecting the two sides had completely collapsed on this end of the ravine. Notice a rope tied on the platform. On the other end of the rope, you saw a corpse belonging to the archaeological expedition. This person had apparently hanged himself. Horrors of the dungeon must have been too much for him. Come here. Hold the corpse up. You're right in your assessment. The person had modern clothing that looked like there was a stereotypical Western archaeologist. The person had nothing of value. Did pick up the rope, though. Gridiron bridge connecting the two sides had completely collapsed on this end of the ravine. There's nothing there apart from the corpse you had pulled up. The corpse. You checked all the pockets but found nothing of value. Head back. Your footsteps were the only thing echoing in the air, apart from the occasional water droplet heard in the distance as you headed back. There was a doorway to a small room. Okay, I guess I gotta go back across the bridge and use the rope. I'm just concerned that the guard is there now. Right, a small room on your right. In front of you, there is a vast open area with all the cells. Wait, did I just come from the dark corridor? I'm a little confused now. Did the bridge fully collapse? Am I not able to get back now? Hmm. Torch pushed away the skeleton chained it all. Yeah, hold on a second. I don't think I can get back now. Game of the ring. You felt shifts in the darkness. The platform seems to continue on the other side. God knows how large this man-made area really was. Head back. Okay, yeah, I think we're trapped on this side now. Because I think the guard tried to, or the old archaeologist tried to get across the bridge and he probably broke it. We just have to check the small door now. Standing on a gridiron platform that was splendid above the dark ravine that opened up below you, the bridge that had linked the platform to the other side collapsed entirely with the crow. The crow? The side you were on had a few individual prison cells in a row and a stairway back up where you initially came from. Oh, wait, hold on a second. If that fell, then I think we should be fine to go loot the chest. Sorry, the desk. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Where the fuck am I? Only to the ground level you had just escaped. Okay, here we go. The contraption. One contraption had been built around the gaping hole in the ground. This is a freight elevator of sorts. Use the rope. I'm a little confused as to exactly what happened, but we seem to be fine. I tied the rope tightly to the wooden beam, threw the loose end down to the pit. Cold draft could be felt coming from the depths below. You head down. You climb down the claustrophobic, bloody pit. The pit opened up, and the area that revealed itself was even more open than the ravine upstairs. There was a huge cavern beneath the fortress ruins. Yeah, he must have tried to cross the bridge, fell, but like left enough for us to make our way back. Rope ended up on the top of the crashed wreckage. An iron cage had crashed into the... Yeah, this must have been the old elevator. A closer inspection suggested it was an elevator of some kind. Needless to say, it wasn't functional anymore. You stood on solid ground to the next wreckage. The cavern was huge. Your torchlight left you standing in the middle of the darkness with no point of interest apart from the makeshift campsite with a couple of tents and some archaeological equipment. Hmm. Okay, let's look at the campsite. As you walked up to the tents and noticed there was no signs of life there, the archaeological crew was gone. The campsite had a couple of tents side by side, open crates full of digging equipment, and a makeshift table full of various documents scattered around behind the camp. You found a large digging site. The tents. The first tent had a sleeping bag and clothing, junk, but so we got some matches. Second tent was mostly the same story, except there was a collection of archaeological findings on the table. Your initial excitement, you noticed, however, that these findings were only run-of-the-mill artifacts, pieces of broken vases and other trinkets of no use. Some of the junk, and ornamental lander. That's okay, I guess. Documents. Documents were written in Bremen, so you couldn't make sense of them, really. There were some very official-looking papers among them, which suggested the expedition orders came from someone high up in the Bremen office, maybe even from the Kaiser himself. Port documented each item found from the digging site. There's a picture of the said items etched on the paper. The items looked mundane for the most part, but all of them had carvings on them that were unlike anything you had seen before. They didn't match any culture you were aware of. One document caught your interest especially. It had a sketch of a cubic object with various ornaments and sigils carved all across it. Keep the depths, I'm guessing. Something that this item raised the hair on your arms and made you sick from your stomach. There was something special about this cube, no doubt about it. Pardon me. Digging site, I guess. The digging site was bigger than how it looked initially. The site expanded to a nearby cliff with wooden platforms leading down to a dark chasm. It descended down to the dark depths. The echo inside your head returned once again. Misguided soul, can't you hear my call? The words were clear this time around. Good. Finally. The voices seemed become even more clearer. The archaeological crew had been digging deep and revealed something that should have stayed hidden. Ancient structures could clearly be seen protruding from the rocky surface. Structures looked almost like remains of a city from another time. The wooden platform took you straight to them, and a ladder was set to lead you inside what looked like a temple of some other place of worship. You climbed in. Most of the temple was dilapidated by the time, but you could still spot some murals in the wall that depicted rituals and gods not known in this day and age. Even if you only witnessed glimpses of something larger, the scale of the building already impressed you. It was unlike anything you'd ever seen. Eastern sanctuaries, the city of Ammon, Abyssonia, they all paled in comparison. The voice inside your head was getting louder. This way, this way, this... Okay, this is probably Nazara, I'm guessing, given how impatient he's getting. You dug the rubble with your bare hands. You turned over wooden structures and pushed away a stone pillar. There it was, the source of the voice. A burnt and withered head. A severed head, to be more precise. The head had deep lines running across it. In the place its eyes were dark and empty sockets. The only hair on the head was the sparse mustache under its big nose. I wasn't expecting a worm like you weaseling its way this deep to the dungeons, but I'll take what I can get. All earthworms do, after all, is dig. Your garments. Maybe you do have more than a camel's spunk in place of your brains. You're a yellow mage, are you not? You confirmed the suspicions of this beheaded oddity. Figures. This is why a measly maggot like you could hear my calls. Very well. Kneel before me! I am your master, Nazara, the doom and the terror of the modern man. That name, Nazara. That was a name that you were not expecting to hear. It was a name even the yellow mages only talked in the darkest hours of the night. Nazara, the harbinger of the burning chaos. Crusade. Nazara, the bringer of torment. Nazara, the doom and terror of the modern man. The great wizard from the eastern sanctuaries went by many names. He indeed was your master, for this beheaded wizard was one who had given birth to yellow mages and their ideology. Only that had happened over 1,000 years earlier. There is no record of Nazara for the last 500 years. You're a lucky bastard. Lucky indeed. As a man, I want skinned alive. After that, I want to rip off their spines, those maggots. They will slump before my limp and feeble. Your master seemed to be surprisingly up to date with the twists and turns that the world had taken since his absence. He had a mission for you. As a yellow mage, you were supposed to follow your own ambitions and greed, But there was a lot you can learn from this death-defying wizard that could further your knowledge on dark matters greatly. You decided to play along. You were sure that this terror of the modern man was perfectly aware of your reasoning, too. That was a typical relationship between a master yellow mage and their apprentice, after all. You were to travel to a small country in the eastern Europa with a beheaded wizard to a town called Prehevel. Your pastor promised events of cosmic proportion. The stars were aligned for something big to happen, something that would turn the tides of the world for good. That had left out details from his story on purpose, but that little to bother you. He had just jumped to the deep end of the otherworldly world. Sorry, you had just jumped to the deep end of the otherworldly world. You couldn't have asked for more. With this little information about the task at hand, how did you prepare for the trip? Either medical or magical. I'm gonna assume magical is gonna be mostly like things to reduce, to help with sanity, but I've never had a problem with sanity. Healing is usually the bigger thing, so we're gonna go with medical. You managed to find 2 blue vials and a cloth fragment. You felt tense since the moment you embarked on this journey. Every night you seemed nightmares of the horrors that would await you in Prehevel. Whether the price, the opportunity was too interesting to pass with mixed feelings. You continued onward. Alright, we made our way through Fear and Hunger 1.5 and managed not to get killed, so... do a save. Skip the intro? Yeah, we don't need to go through that again. Pardon me. You hear voices echoing from the beheaded wizard. Wake up, maggot! Train seems to have stopped. I trust you got the gist of things. Let us proceed. We have work to do. You hear voices echoing from... yeah. Something seems off, though. This is not Moon God's usual modus operandi. Trust no one. But me, obviously. As long as you do what I say, I don't actually care about the trust part either. Now, move it, maggot! Alright. Let the games begin. Hopefully we can get some good rolls on our luggage too while we're at it. Blue herb. Nice. And some beer. Okay, that's pretty good to start. Map, hey Tanaka. Okay, I'm gonna try and go through the dialogue a little bit slowly so we can pick up on what Nazra is telling us. What's this shit show now? I will just skip ahead though and get moving. You'll have to go through every single dialogue option here. So begins day 1, monologue with the moon. Yes. Okay, so initial first targets. Yeah, August starts here, but I have a feeling that getting to him is going to be a little hard. Well, killing him in front of everyone's not going to go well. Tanaka's probably our first pick, because he's easy to get a hold of. And then Karen will make her way towards the village, so we can get her too. So those should be 2 relatively easy early kills. But we do want to make sure we pick up whatever herbs we can in the meantime. So I think it's, as long as it's day 3, it should be fine. Meaning that... Sorry, day 1. So we should be able to get to probably... I think we'll probably make it to night 1, and that will be as far as we go as far as progressing time. Because that will separate Marina from Olivia and Marco. I'm not too scared of Olivia stopping me from beating up Marco, but I don't know if Marina can maybe fight me or restrain me if I fight Marco first. Kill August in the Deep Woods. As long as we get everyone before day 3, we can get ending C. He has a camp. Okay, so I'll explore the Deep Woods a little bit more thoroughly than I usually have. That is going to require... well, actually, no. We don't need the Venushka tree. We could put something else there if we want to. We're definitely going to want to be able to beat Sergal relatively fast. Oh, wait, shit. Did Tanaka move ahead because I waited too long? Hold on, I may have immediately fucked up my plans. Shit. Tanaka's not here. Unless if I moved ahead of him? Okay, there he is. There he is. We're fine. We're fine. What is my equipment to start with? I have a knife. Check. A pig mask. I don't think Tanaka's too tough. We can probably take him. What is that? What on earth is going on? They're dead. Horrible. You know, I'm about to do something more horrible. Alright, let's get rid of this briefcase of yours. Oh, I have pretty decent body as Osa now. Ooh, wow. You hit actually surprisingly hard. My arm! You cut it! Oh, Tanaka's actually putting up a decent fight. No wonder he kind of fucks up Needles a little bit. Alright, there we go. Leading Soul. Lucky coin, shillings, and a gentleman's hat. And we thankfully found a bone saw right away, so we can take this head too. That'll be good for dealing with Pocket Cat. And we'll put on your hat too while we're at it. It'd give us quite a bit of a hurt though. We have a nice amount of health too. Check the shack. I won't write Grogoroth just... Oh yeah, we also don't have a whatchamacallit. We don't have chalk yet. Oh, can I not take the arms and leg? No. A shame. More heads. Heads for the moon. Heads for the giant head floating in space. I grabbed... Alright. I think next, we'll pick up the herbs over here. And I think next we'll make our way into the village with... We'll leave the woodsman alone for now. There's no need to get ahead of ourselves. But we can... Sorry, I'm just checking all my bases here. Because I always forget like where all the hidden plants and things are. We'll go the other way, pick up some more herbs, and make our way towards the manor and take care of Karen along the way. She can shoot us, but I think that should be fine. And if she's using a gun, that means that taking out her arms should be faster. You only have to work because they'll be the same target. Check the train gang real quick to see who everyone is. Yeah, it's you three. You three are hanging on the train. Samari's in the back, but I can't fight her yet. Actually, if I get to the church first thing, I can fight Samari before she moonscorches, and I bet you she'll be a lot easier to fight that way. Magic versus gun, who will win? Well, I hope magic, because I know as Osa, I'm not allowed to use guns, which kind of sucks. Does mean that when it comes to fighting some of the more challenging combatants like death masks, I won't be able to blow off their limbs before combat starts. We also might as well take Levi's stash over here. Some shillings and some beer. Lovely, lovely. I think there's also some red herbs around here. The red tree makes me think there's red herbs or something. Maybe not. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to get the fuck out of here. Okay, there we go. More blue. The red over here. Yes, there's red over here. That's what we want. Also, getting to the mayor's manor. Oh, actually, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Sorry, I should have planned out my ideas a little bit more thoroughly before I got here. It actually is probably better to go recruit a Bella, and then we can fight a Bella later. Yeah, having a Bella would be helpful. Good. That is a good call. So let's actually go back. Do a little running back and forth. We'll get a Bella. Actually, should I kill Karen first? Because I don't know if a Bella is going to throw a fit if I kill Karen. Having a Bella would be helpful. You can throw gun. Yeah, maybe we kill Karen first, because she should hopefully be by the water, assuming I've moved fast enough. Because I know she chills out here for a minute. Nah, she... Oh, okay, there she is. There she is. Save a Bella for last. Haha. Recruit her. Make friends with her for now, but then we'll get back to her later. Let's also... Oh yeah, I need 1 rev point to start hurting, so let's take off these arms first. Ow, 32. Okay, hopefully I'll be fine. Oh, no. Okay, arms are gone. I don't have anything super strong, so why don't we go for a hurting, maybe? And see if we can't one-shot her with that. Nah, she survived, and I'm probably gonna die here. Yeah. Okay, bad start, but that's fine. We are thankfully early enough in this that dying like that is not too much of an issue. I got greedy, but not a problem. Maybe fighting her first is actually the better call. She can do more damage, and I want to make sure I have more health for that. Beer. We'll have to come back for heads this time with no saw like this, but no biggie. Oh, if I fight her though? Okay, yeah, okay. Then we'll take care of Tanaka. I'll be less conservative with my heals. I could let Needles do your dirty work, or do my dirty work. It's just that, like, then I lose out on getting his soul. Like, ideally, if I kill everyone, I should be really powerful for the last fights. Getting everyone's abilities and whatnot. We must kill Tanaka with our magic. Yeah, I'd like to take out as many of the contestants as I can. It's the ones that that I'm not really 100% sure about how I'm going to go after is Caligura. Well, actually, Caligura is really the only... Yeah, actually, yeah. I know where August is now, thanks to Lizard's Jesus. It's Caligura who I'm not sure I'm going to find. Because he moon scorches on the 2nd day, I think it is. And I only know how to get him to show up with Marco. I don't think he'll fight me if I'm Osa. He's really got no reason to do so. Hello, Tanaka. Goodbye, Tanaka. I'm gonna go straight for his torso this time, because he doesn't actually have that much health. I didn't put my knife on, but that's fine. I can cast Hurting. I am a mage after all. Magic! Nice, and he misses. You might spot him day 1 night or day 2 morning. Pardon me. The only thing is day 2 morning is too late. So, oh, and I forgot to put on my Jack. Alright. Depends on if you recruit someone or not. Hmm. I don't want to give permission for spoilers yet. No, as long as you kill everyone before day 3, you're good. Oh, before day 3. So day 2 is fair game? Okay, in that case, fine, never mind. If I can't find him, then I can just go after his Moonscorch form in the sewer. That shouldn't be a problem at that point. I thought I had to do everything in day 1. And if there does seem to be a miscalculation, we can always just return to a previous save. So no worries at all. Should be fine, should be fine. Now let's go fight everyone's favorite reporter. Day 2 night is the limit, got it. An eerie silence fills the air, or whatever. Yeah, I guess I just wasn't sure what Perkley wanted of me. If he was going to like how much bloodlust he really wants. I guess so long if I wait for day 3, then it's like, oh, okay, you're not actually into this. You're just waiting things out. But if you're killing on day 1 and 2, then I guess he's like, oh, okay, you're cool. There is a blue herb and red herbs around here. Up this way. I also did notice that I have 125 health, which I don't know why I have that, but I appreciate it. Maybe that's just like a reward for beating the dungeon, but actually that's a good point to use a blue vial now, because I'm sure, yeah, that won't bring me to quite full health, but that'll bring me to enough to fight Karen, I think. Just wants you to turn in your homework early. Homework being severed heads. Or at least Pocket Cat wants that. Alright, let's try this again. I guess we could actually hold off on killing Karen for a minute and wait to pick up a better weapon. Because she'll just move a little bit further ahead, and that won't matter too much. Actually, with the Chak and herding going, I think we should be fine. Let's try this again. Yeah! On guard. Ow. Take these off. Nice. For sanity out. Okay, we'll do one more herding and then we'll start drinking some liquor, but after that we'll use start using the knife. Nice. Okay. Relatively clean. Have some early souls. And we even got her jacket, which is a little bit better physically, so we'll put that on for now. Yeah, I can't use her gun, sadly. Down another one of these. And have, I guess, a beer to get some of her sanity back. 2 beers. Yeah, I'm wearing both Tanaka's hat and Karen's jacket, so I feel like all the other contestants should be able to put 2 and 2 together at this point. But hey, their failure to acknowledge what's happening is my advantage. Bang. Can I have his loot now? Search dried meat. I won't fight the normal Moon Scorched yet, because if I get like a Ring of Wraiths or a Battlestone, I can use them to heal my mind or in body. So I will leave them alone for now. Pardon me. Apologize if my snorting is coming through the the microphone too. I'm hoping I didn't get sick during my travels, but we will hopefully we'll give it a few more days to see. Hey, a pipe wrench. That'll be useful. Nice, good boost in damage. We'll loot this town and then head our way over to Catherine. I mean, Abella. I don't know who I'm talking about anymore. Catherine's not a character in this game. Ignore it. Ignore it. I call your bluff. Give me something. Give me a coin. Thank you. Appreciate it. Duct tape. Hello, sir. Skill talk. Ignore. Call. Give me something. Thank you for the cloth. Great. Dirty toilet paper. What a lovely thing for people to hold on to. This godforsaken town. Excuse me, fellas. I'm just taking everything I can find. And first coin flip is a dud. Even with the luckies. Great, great. Alright, let's go get our first and potentially only companion. I don't know how long I want to hang on to everyone. I would like to recruit Marina. Gorgoroth has abandoned me. I know. I keep always doing Tales for Gorgoroth, but he's very iffy, very inconsistent. We just need Marine's blouse, Levy's rifle, Dan's eye patch, Henrik's vest, Olivia's wheelchair, Marco's hair, Pav's hat, Kura's lead pipe, and Abella's wrench. I mean, we don't have to take Marco's scalp. We could just take his jacket. But I catch your drift. I know what you mean. Wearing a toupee. Bald Marco real. But yeah, we gotta gather all the contestant items. I think all of them do have like a unique clothing ornament, because like Levi's got the like jumpsuit, the army jumpsuit, and the vests of both Dan and Henrik are unique items. Excuse me, sir. I'm gonna go loot his house real quick too while we're here, because we can potentially get a book pretty early. Is Samurai? Oh, I didn't check what I just got. A photo album, 4 Ages of History, and Skin Bible. Wait, what's a photo album? Oh! This is the B ending for Olivia, that photo. Oh, I can collect all the photos for everyone's endings? That's kind of cool. That's a fun little thing to include in the game. Well, I'll have to eventually do everyone's B endings, I guess. Who knows if there's a reward for getting the full album. Or, well, maybe one of you does, but... Excuse me, Woodsman, I have no beef with you yet. Got anything for me? Nothing of value. Great. Hey, Black Caliph. I'll come back for you. This time you'll be my friend, right? But as nice as the Pinecone Pig is, I think getting Black Caliph for the end game is not a bad idea, because it'll be better than Ghouls. Hey, dogs. Bonk. I think, yeah, with the wrench we have a chance to stun them now, too, which is good. Let's get a Bella before we have to fight the second one. Hey, Bella. I found this hatch. Check it out. Yeah, it's quite something. Oh, sure, I guess. Come along. We might as well fully loot down here and maybe... Oh my god, come on. Might as well fully loot down here now that Tanaka's dead. I wonder if Needles is still down here. Now, the other thing with Abella is we have to decide when we want to take her out, because she's also holding the ingredients to make a meat grinder. Well, not the ingredients, but she's holding the recipe to making a meat grinder, which would be really nice to have. So we want to hold on to her at least until we get a hold of a bench grinder. I think that way's locked. It's nice to have Abella back in the party after playing the last game without her. I have a feeling by the time I play as Abella, I'm gonna be well prepared to to like burn my way through the game, because I think I can start off with weapon crafting with Abella, which should be really appreciated. Okay, yeah, Needles is in here. Oh, actually, Needles is here. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We have glass. I've been forgetting to blind Needles in the last one, so I think if we blind him and then pipe wrench the whip, we should be fine. Oh, yeah, I'll give her the gun after she pipe wrenches the arm. So yeah, we'll do that. Okay, Osa, you start off with glass. Glass shards to the face. Abella, you're going to wrench toss the needle arm so he doesn't stab us. Nice. Ow, fuck. He is blinded now, at least. Hurting the torso. Bella, why don't you equip the Luger pistol? How many shots do I have, actually? Well, I've already equipped this, so... The game is too dark. I think you might have the HDR active because... Got you. Okay. Thank you for the help, Dark Raccoon. I will make a small adjustment and see if that helps. And yes, it was HDR that was causing this in the past. I recently messed with it to see if I can fix it, but I think I just might turn HDR off entirely. Also, welcome to the chat. Much better? Okay, cool, cool. Thank you for the help, pal. I'm gonna use one of my coins here and hopefully not get stabbed. Okay, good. We avoided the syringe. Hurting to the chest. And Abella, you'll continue to just shoot at the chest. Why am I dancing to this music? So much brighter. Yeah, I know it's not super. It's not super used to playing with that high of a brightness, but if this, yeah, as long it's a little bit bright for me, but I hope it is now the perfect thing for you guys. Bella, you can now double attack the torso. Bonk. Putting 2 bullets into 1 bullet. You can't hit shit now, Needles. Needles readies his syringe, great. I can get 1 more hurting off. I think it's worth to do it. Oh, that's not good. Let's be safe here, and do I even have a vial to use? I have a claw fragment, but that's it. I think we should be fine. I'll throw this lantern at his torso for now. What are the chances he gets 2 hits with a... Okay, cool, we're done. Nice. Search. And we get the good doctor's heroin. Let's deal with our health now. I am so banged up now, but it's fine. Let's drink that wine. Hopefully we can find something good down here to... Maybe some blue vials or something. Another lucky coin. Shillings. Shillings. Not too much there. No, if you're... I'm fine. I'm at 50 sanity. Okay, can we win this one? Yes! Okay, finally. And an Eye Sylvan. That would have been great a second ago before I used my materials, but... Can't complain. Equip it too, so we have the empty space to do so. We'll open that. I think we picked up 1 gas canister, but I think we need to find the other one. Nope, never mind. Got them both. Bella juiced on heroin with the meat grinder. I was like, this guy explored the caverns with me, therefore he is the most trustworthy man. Or the bunker. Oh, 1 second here. And also with Abella, go into these rooms again, which is lovely for some more looting. Kasara, nice. That might actually be good to give Osa, depending on what does more damage. Yeah, we'll give you the Kasara, and Abella can use the pipe wrench. Pressure plate, some bullets for the handgun. I know it is plausible that Abella doesn't know how to use weapon craft in this as she is right now. But I do so wish that, like, she could. Turning this on anyway, because I always like to at least hit the button. This is the fastest way out. We don't have to fight the Roddenells. There's a little to loot back here. It's fine there. Nothing to heal with yet. Find any good equipment? Okay. Now let's see if I can get past these guys without actually aggroing them, because that'd be preferred. Yeah, I think the only person that ever acknowledged the fact that Osa is a little bit more exotically dressed than everyone else is Henrik. Because he does kind of stand out. Blue herb. I got all these herbs, but not the book to use them properly. Whoa! Oh, hello. Hello, Pav. Made it out alive. I take it you found the key for the city gates. Oh yes, that's the one. The one with the eagle. Good. Good. I would have gotten it myself, but you know, you never know what lurks in the deepest depths of this soil. Besides, the festival is only at its beginning. I don't want to do anything too risque just yet. Now, I know you can be a reasonable person, so would you please open those city gates? Got some other business to attend to. So, be killing you later. I mean, seeing you later. Oh, I really want to fight him now. Oh, you are going to regret those words when I step on your neck in about a stream or two. Depending how fast I get through this. What's that all about? I'm sure he knows something about this tunnel. These tunnels must be part of the big reason Bremen army wanted to occupy this area so badly. Probably. The reason why I'm puzzled about this ordeal is that the truce happened right before Bremen reached this area, city of pre-evil. Seeing these tunnels makes me think there's definitely something fishy going on. I didn't find any parts for the train. Oh well. Maybe I continue with you just a little while longer. Might be safer in a group. Okay. I'm guessing because when I first did this Marco, I never actually went down the elevator. I guess it's getting the elevator and getting the key from the officer that triggered that. Oh, can I get over here? Is there herbs? No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, that bush must be there to prevent me from going the Olivia route. We'll get Pav later. He's gonna be so easy if we can just get to the Kaiser on the first day. I don't think there's anything over here except the tree dude, right? Just double check to see if there's any fun. Oh, hello. Oh. Time. It's. Yeah. I know who you are. Nope, he doesn't have any foliage over here for me to steal, so guess we will go to the mayor's manor. I think I might take the long route. Nah, we don't need to take the long route. The villagers should be relatively easy to deal with. I'm not too concerned about one of them hurting me too much. I will take a little bit of blue herb, because I have a lot of it. Might as well take a beer as well, because mine's a little bit low. I'll take one blue herb to be out of one-shot range, but that's all I need, I think. Because these guys are not tough. Yeah, as soon as we get Alchemelia, then we're all set. But we've got good weapons, we got 2 attacks. I think we should be fine for now. Even with these bear traps, we get 2 swings at them, so even if we miss one, it should be fine. Oh, I got a sickle too, but I think the Kasara is better. Nice. Right now, I'm just missing out on a bone saw. August, can I fight you? No. Okay. I was wondering if I could just maybe get on him fast enough. Heroin, lavender. Got a ton of heroin on us right now. Just you wait, August. I'll find you. You can't run forever. I'm okay for now as far as hunger goes. I can get a couple fights back in now. August like, not today, asshole. Rusty pipe, lovely for crafting, but not for really doing anything else. I'm not gonna get into those jokes. Anything good? Last Frontier, great. Exactly what I didn't want. I could, ooh, light bulb vial, let's use that. Because I could use it. Nice, full health. Maybe now that we have full health, we can try and take out Vial. Actually, there's a chance I can insta-kill Vial, too. Let's try it. Because getting rid of you is not that bad of an idea. Skills, talk, Annabella, why don't you wrench toss the canister arm? What was that? What was that? What was that? Thanks, Golgroth. Only the violet. I think this is my favorite insta-kill in the entire game. It's just so goofy. Hey, small key too. Oh, is that you? I didn't know you. Alright, Vial is taken care of. We can now move on. Death by pesticides, really. What a way to go. Hello, sir. I'm gonna take that arm. Oh, I forgot to give Abella her wrench. I always forget to do that. Hopefully that's enough to... Yeah, okay, the Kasara is enough on its own. Oh, wait, oh yeah, never mind. She never got the chance to throw the wrench, so I still got it. Got it. Despite the one death in the beginning, it's nice to start the early game with some actual decent power behind us. Moving our way on. Now, I'm not sure if I should use the key to get the rifle and give it to Abella for now. Or I think I'll hold on to the key because Abella's not going to be here permanently. We know that already. And I can't use the rifle as Osa. Alright, that worked out. Yeah, the sewer, I think, is the best way to use it. Oh yeah, I can actually go down the tunnel by the slums now because I have Abella in the party. I forgot about that. Good old Abella and her circuitry stuff. The run's going pretty good so far. We've taken out Karen and Tanaka pretty fast. That didn't prove to be an issue of any sort, except for the first attempt at it. The first attempt, Karen shot us and just killed us pretty fast. Ballistic shield, nice. Let's put that on, and I'll leave the Iron Sylvan off for now. And a Book of Enlightenment. Okay, cool, cool. Despite a few bad coin flips, things are going pretty well, actually. There's a small key. Useful. Especially because we're not going to have lockpick for a little bit. Nothing to offer the ritual circle yet. A booby trap. That's not a great thing to find from a successful, but it's fine. But now we have this, and we can start collecting heads. Why don't we start with the villager over here? He doesn't need it anymore. Come here. My head now. Who's there? Oh my god. Goodbye. We could recruit Levi. He's not the strongest party member, but I do have the heroine to support him. Vodka and an ornament lantern. How nice. Yeah, so I forgot, Down Bad Son, you're new here. So the body parts can be used for a multitude of things. Let's take out the arms. No, the moon wants Levi's head. Okay, we can leave Levi alone. We can just get through it with Abella so far. I know I wasn't gonna call you out by name if you didn't want me to, but anyway, Nate. Body parts can be used for a series of things. Heads can be sacrificed for soul shards that can be made to soul stones that can be used to give us abilities, and limbs can be used with another spell called, I forget what it's called. I think it's like puppetry or something, where you can literally reanimate the limbs and have them kick and slash at things. And they'll give you just an extra turn of damage in combat. So they're pretty good to have. Just in general, like if you can get a hold of a limb, it's a good thing to get. Or you can eat it. Yeah, you can eat it if you're hungry enough. Might as well take your thing. There we go. Nom nom, delicious limbs. Now, let's do a little bit of looking for literature, and hopefully we can get Alchemelia 1 once we loot these things. Game is... oh, blow vial, nice. A game is fear and hunger, so... hungry enough for cannibalism is not a unheard of thing in this game. The moon approves of cannibalism. All right, what books can we find? Mahavre, that's useless. Book of Fears, that's useless. Newspaper, that's useless. Fuck you, Perkley, that's useless. It's entirely useless. What a shitty roll of books. Okay, recipes is okay. We can use that at least. Former mayor only read horse shit as far as I'm concerned. I know Henrik isn't over here yet, but we might as well loot the room for anything we can find. Right, dirty toilet paper. Plus he was keeping dirty toilet paper in his goddamn vases, which, like, dude, what the fuck? You gotta have plumbing somewhere in the house. Let's eat something real fast. Cram that meat pie down your gullet. And we could probably take out the priest. At full health, once Osa stops being hungry, we can take him down pretty easily, I'm sure. What's up, dude? Too rich to flush my toilet paper. We'll save wrench tossed for, I think, maybe the next round. For now, we'll just beat on the... actually, no, we should wrench toss the Grogoroth arm, just to be safe. We don't want him casting hurting and taking off a limb early. This man's is just an asshole. That's That's who he be. We'll guard. Abella can maybe take off his... Okay, that's actually stunned. So I'm not too worried about that. Equip the pipe wrench. Yeah, he's just chilling out in the room praying to the god of destruction. All right, that arm's gone. Actually does more damage. 59, 64. Yeah, put the pipe wrench back on. Yeah, those sigils that he's carved into his hands let him do magic, basically. He has one to Grogeroth, the god of destruction, which can cast hurting, that can rip off my limbs. And the other one that's like the circle of squiggles in it is to Venushka, which with that he can cast pyromancy spells. Hey, he gave me a soul stone, how lovely. Yeah, Hugo's also another bastard that has to be taken care of at some point. You're fine for now. I don't have chalk yet, surprisingly, so we'll have to wait for that. Oh yeah, there are 2 more bookcases here, so maybe his personal collection of books might be good for us. Nice leather armor. Got the manor keys. And while we're... Hey, Salmon Snake Rune! That is an incredibly lucky thing. The Salmon Snake Rune will make it so that I can't lose my limbs. So let's put that on right the fuck now. We don't need Nazra equipped at the moment, just due to the fact that, like, we're not dealing with spellcasters right now. That is so incredibly lucky. And for anyone who is also not aware of the current glitch in the game, hold up, it just feels like real life, they do weird shit. Yeah. There is a glitch currently that I can climb down some non-existent routes here to get into the basement. Okay, that's sadly empty. Don't mind the pulsing, like, bulbs. No one knows why they're here. It's kind of a mystery. It's just more fucked up shit going on, I guess. Yep, this is where the food is, but Henrik is off going insane, so he can't do nothing about it. Alright, let's try the last 2 bookcases and see what we can find. Hopefully we can get Alchemelia. Unlock the door. First we'll check this room. See if we can get something out of this. Nothing, because Rogaroth doesn't like me. Okay, Skin Bible rare. We can get a hold of the goat now. Yeah, no one knows what's going on with the weird pulsing ball sex in the basement. We just ignore those. Nothing at all, great. Okay, in that case, maybe I actually sleep here and fight the gentleman next. Take him out. Why don't we do that? Get the save. Because we don't want to lose our salmon snake. That's a really lucky find. I don't think there's anything on the first day where... Oh, so what the fuck? Why didn't you sit like a normal person? I have no time to waste with you. The heck's in. Alright. right, let's get a hold of a few things. Oh, I should have... Well, actually, no, I don't have a piece of chalk. It's fine. It's fine. There's probably a more optimal way to have gone about this, but not an issue. Oh, and I shouldn't have actually done that. That's okay. Whatever. We live with our mistakes. I got hasty. So, it looks like Tanaka will only give us some +1s. Reveal aura will let us hunt down Moonscorched people. But we don't need that. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, Dark Lord Lyrium. I think Dance Macabre is going to be our best bet, because that will... What Dance Macabre does, other than giving Osa a funny little animation in combat, will allow him to cast with more damage as time goes on. So I have one spell currently, Hurting, which is this. I'll be able to cast some pretty powerful skills. Yes, so this is the skill tree. This is called the Hexen. So there are multiple kind of trees on this like skill table. So like there is the Grogroth spells represented by this sigil over here. These are mostly like just damaging spells and whatnot. The Venushka spells, which all have to do with fire and what do you call it? Nature. The Sylvan spells, which are all about healing. The rare spells, which are also all about oh, Lunar Meteorite. Nice. Could probably get that, but no, not yet. Which are all about the Moon God, who's currently running the current death game. I have not actually used his stuff before, so actually I can get Mind Read. That would be really good to get. Almer, who is basically just Shadow Jesus, Dark Jesus. His story is literally the same as the Christian Bible. He teaches kind of bullshit spells, but it's fine. We have the God of Fear and Hunger, who teaches like agility and vermin-esque spells. And then all the unmarked trees down here have a soul associated with each of the contestants. And every contestant I kill myself, I get their soul and then I can use their skills. So like this one, this is mine right down here. This is Osa's skill tree. He can learn these spells naturally by using the soul stones that I have represented in the corner here. This was Tanaka, the businessman. He has a bunch of like +1 to just different abilities. And then there's Karen, the journalist who I killed, and she can teach me lockpicking, diplomacy, and a few other like just like talking skills. And that's pretty much the gist of it. If I was smarter, I would have went and cut off more heads, sacrificed the heads, and gotten more soul stones, but I didn't. So I will just be picking up Dance Macabre right now. And Osa will learn that. We'll save the game. And we will now leave. And also, say, sleeping in beds while it lets us do, like, that level up. It, Jeeves isn't in the room with me. Yeah, Jeeves is downstairs. I'll show you Jeeves real quick. Yeah, that's Jeeves, the man wearing, like, the Phantom of the Opera-esque mask. Usually his dialogue goes off when you enter, but I guess it goes off by accident when you sleep there. Yeah, time passed. Jeeves like, oh, there's a new mayor. And the new mayor is this guy. This is Henrik, or used to be Henrik. Now he's the mayor. Attack him. We're just gonna fight him. Normally he won't actually fight you if he doesn't want to, but you're kind enough to him. But we are in the mood to pick a fight because we want him dead. Roll. Ow, ow. Let's get Hurting going. See if we can't do a little bit of damage to... the left arm for now. Abello, why don't you... Actually, no. We should, Hurting the knife arm. I shouldn't be playing this too stupidly. Okay, nice. That's off. Ooh, that's not great. And you're bleeding too. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go for the torso and wrench toss. Isn't the gentleman the mayor? He is one of the guys that showed up. Like, he's one of the contestants initially. He's one of the guys who showed up in the train that we started the game in. He just went insane, like, pretty much immediately and turned into this monster. See if we can't try and take him out, like, right away. Yeah, all the contestants in this game have a form called Moon Scorched, which is basically when you're under the basically when you're in pre-heval for too long during this Termina festival, you will eventually kind of go insane and turn into a monstrous form that's somewhat based on like kind of your character flaws and whatnot, or how people perceive you. And for Henrik, he turns into the gentleman or the mayor, and I think he's one of the least understood as far as like why he turns into that, but yeah, because of the moon. A lot of this game can be explained with because of the moon. All right, let's not go insane and develop panophobia. Let's fix up Abella. Get rid of that nasty infection. Let's use this blue vial on you, get your health back up. What else do I have? I think we'll continue with our current position on health. Yeah, this is also the run where we're basically fully giving ourselves to the moon. We're not dicking around and spending our time trying to figure out how to get out of this. We're just gonna participate in the death game and kill everyone. This is a silly, goofy guy. Oh, I forgot to put on the leather armor, actually. Do that. Here, wear this pilot jacket that you've never seen before. Trust me, it's good. Read, the pilot jacket comes from another contestant I killed. Search him, knife me pie his thing, and give me your head. Alright. Another contestant down. And we can move along. Hello, guys. Don't mind me. I'm gonna take your limbs because you don't need those. Yeah, there Osa goes dancing again. And I'm pretty sure I can one-shot this guy between the two of them, but I always like to take off the arm just to be safe. In case he, for whatever reason, doesn't die right away. Alright, nothing good from these guys. Oh, you know what? Actually, because we did sleep, we can now go after Dan. Dan the doctor. That'll also teach us how to analyze next time we get to a hexen. Shotgun shells, nice. Yeah, we can also kill these guys now. Hold off on recruiting Levi this time. Trust me. It's just pre-heval's a shithole and bear traps are everywhere. Again, apologies about the sniffling. He's got nothing, but we can't take his head. Doot. I looked away to look at chat for a second and almost walked into those bear traps. Thankfully that didn't happen. Hey, friend. Silence. Nice to see you again. When I came outside. This is Dan. He's basically the doctor of the group. He can analyze bodies and things like that. Introduce myself. Oh, can I not actually attack Dan right now? Oh, no, here we go. Whoa, hold your horses. That's slice and dice, no? I thought that's something you say in situations like this. Shouldn't be fighting each other. There has to be another way. Oh, I forgot Bella's probably not going to be happy about this. That's fine. It's whatever. I can't imagine he can do much damage with his scalpel. I'm pretty sure I can just kill him. Oh, and he attacked the... Bruh! Why did you stab the one person who didn't want to fight? She was like, this seems like a bad idea, and he was just like, fuck you. You're dying. Yeah, no, that will be a clip. Don't worry about it. Oh my god. Dan, what the fuck? I'm the one that wanted to fight you. Oh my god. Well, that's kind of disappointing, because that locks me out of, their skill tree. Why does Dan have a brain flower on his head? Oh, like, took it. Oh, that is annoying. I'll leave it to chat. As far as if we should reset back to our last save point, because our last save point is in front of the gentleman. We can do that and keep Abella in the party. I just have to be careful. Or I can continue forward like this. I'm fine with either way. But I will give the option out while we're still close to a save. No, I'm not locked out of ending C. But I can't get something like the meat grinder now. Reset if I want. Circle Spear is pretty strong. Can we send links? Because I know you, I won't like, I trust you not to put something bad in the chat, but I don't know if there's a setting that stops it. You can try. I will give you that permission. But okay, yeah, YouTube doesn't allow that. That is a very fair and safe thing for YouTube to do. I might as well go get Tanaka's head while we're walking. Damn, that's annoying. Yeah, we'll play forward like this for a little bit, I guess. If we get wiped, then it's not then it's not a bad thing, but that was something we can't recover from. I will take the long way to the woodsman. The other thing is that I'm locked out of, now I'm locked out of wrench toss as well. Tanaka's neck was just too strong for the bone saw. Actually, no, we're close to a save. I am going to be a little bit of a bitch here. We're just going to continue with, because I don't want to, because I don't want to lose the ability to like, I can kill Marco and Olivia. I don't want to lose the ability to open up electric locks, because that's also really important for getting around. And... Alright, attack him. Alright, let's take another shot at this. I want to get rid of the knife first, because he can do a lot of damage with that knife. Skill, hurting, take this off. I'm gonna hope that he attacks Osa real quick here. I'm having really bad luck. Okay, one last attempt at taking out the gentleman. If he proves to continue to be too much of a nuisance, we'll just, what do you call it? Leave him alone for now. Bella is, like, seemingly fated to die, which is getting really annoying. At least this is going by relatively fast. Okay, take 3. Oh, also, let's put this on. And that on. Hopefully that will reduce your damage a little bit. We need a goat, yeah. The only issue is that we don't have chalk yet. Which is weird, because usually we get chalk at this point in the game, but... And for clarity as to why I keep wrench tossing the knife, despite the fact that the fork is doing such massive damage, is because the knife can remove limbs, and I do want Bella to have both her limbs. He really wants to go... Okay, we're gonna leave him alone until we get the goat, because I'm not getting lucky. Oh well, oh well. Okay. Bella's really just... The game is really angry with Bella right now. I can still get the key without fighting him, though. It just requires chatting him up. So we'll get the key. Sit down. No, Kappa. Isn't it peaceful here? I'm glad to see you're not completely loony yet, unlike those others. You saw those people, didn't you? One can only wonder what happened to the folks around these parts. They've drifted far from humanity. Only thing they seem interested in is scavenging the scraps around the old town. How am I to have an in-depth discussion with them? I want to talk about poetry, music, the culinary arts. What happened here? We're in the same boat here, my friend. I don't have the answers. I heard the Bremen military meddled with something. Some say the moonlight scorched the earth into something unrecognizable. Not try this here, gabagool. And the town folks say it's always been this way. Newcomer, you haven't touched your food yet. These are rare delicacies you can only find in pre-evil. I've traveled from afar just to experience them. Pick these, for example. Don't they look absolutely delicious? Use your imagination. Food can be as inspiring as the highest forms of painted art, the most complicated musical arrangements. What comes to mind when you look at these dangling beauties? What if I say embryos? The beginning and the end of life. I like your way of thinking. Let's see, yes. What about this little squirmy thing? What comes to mind? For more context, the censor... I didn't realize this on my first playthrough, but the censor mod is at work here. This is a little bit more, you know, like the third option here. I'm gonna say snakes, though. Slithering on the ground. Yes, the deceiving one. This one's my favorite. This peculiar fungus. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? What about a rainy day? I can see that. You can still smell the damp forest floor. I don't know about you, but I'm full. Thank you for your company. Now, from what I understand, you're needed in the city. I do have the key. However, I have one last question. Do you support the Bremen army? Are you a man o' Kaiser, so to speak? And because I know where your political allegiances lie, I'm going to say I fight against the Bremen army. Yes. You have my support. Yeah, the key is yours. I got the lion brass key. The other key is with the army, I'm afraid. Please be discreet. I do not wish to start trouble with the Kaiser. Do not mention my part in this. Alright. So we got the key. We'll come back for your head later. When we're a little tougher and have a few more friends behind our back. But for now, we are going to make our way into the main city. We might as well... Oh, wait, no, I shouldn't offer my heads yet, because I still need to give the priest head to the local beggar around here. Hello, sir. I can't resurrect you, so I'll take your head. And unlock this now. Oh, you know, the other thing I want to do is I want to get into the church basement without dropping the chandelier this time. Because, what do you call it? There's an item I've missed in my last two playthroughs that gets locked off when I drop the chandelier. So I'll instead fight Moonless and get my way there, that way. And I'm not going to recruit Levi for now, even though I know he's in the corner having a mental breakdown. Yeah, I guess the Shield of 4 is not too important. I could skip out on it. Better to have the extra heads, maybe. The chalk can be used on summoning circles to increase my affinity with the different gods on that seal table, because I can't actually unlock any of those spells unless I up my affinity with each of the gods individually. And then also, like, the different tables will... We don't want to talk to him until later. The other tables will, what do you call it? Oh yeah, the sigils will also do individual things. Scared and alone a little longer. Hey, August. Man off doing parkour as per usual. I don't think I have the chalk yet, do I? Oh, I did get chalk. Sick. Okay. Yeah, in that case, let's go get the goat, because we want that third attack. Assuming the fucking woodsman doesn't somehow insta-kill a Bella, because that'd be the fucking cream of the crop on top of this. Just the ultimate fuck you from the game. We're ready to fight. Yeah. You have your wrench on? Yeah, you're good. Oh, yeah, put on Karen's jacket. She doesn't need it. Oh, we will start by taking off your dingling, and you will wrench toss the arm. You can at least get a goat. And if you count resurrected corpses as pets, those two. Oh, wait, hold on. You have the wrong thing on. Okay, there you go. It's actually better to let him continue to use that arm because it does less damage than a tackle, I think, sometimes. God, no one will attack Osa for some reason. Like, Abella's just got, like, everyone's out to kill Abella for some fucking reason. Alright, there we go. Basement key and axe. Give me your head. Open this. Let's also heal you a little bit. Carrot, oil. And I know Black Caleb will also get temperamental at certain points, and I have to feed him carrots, so I'll try and hold off on crafting things with food with carrots for now. Oh yeah, as far as every man feeling the pain of taking off the woodsman's you-know-what, that thing can skitter off and run away, so don't feel too bad for him. Yeah, Cat, great. It wasn't Abella's OP, she can solo pretty evil. Alright, Rare Sigil. Go into the rare dimension. And meet the man in black. Leaving a thing called love. Welcome to the team. So to sum that one up, I basically made friends with maybe Satan. It's not super explained who he is. But as soon as I leave now, the goat will be out here, and I can have him join. And now we have a goat. Who's, honestly decently strong. Definitely better than the ghouls. Here, have a meat pie, Abella. You're getting hungry. Now, let's make our way into the town. I guess, what's the fastest way? We could just go through the sewers, honestly. We have the keys to do it. Actually, no, the gate is right there. I don't know where I'm going. No reason to fuck around the sewers and potentially get killed by a neighbor. Pardon? We'll probably take out the Bobby now without taking too much damage, because we can just knock off all the arms, assuming Caleb participates properly. The chance he might go for the legs. Or the torso, apparently. So I'm gonna get hit with a baton, but that's fine. Oh, there you go, Caleb, going for an arm now. And me and Abella will take out the arms, and you can hit whatever you want. Or just kill him. That's cool, too. We like it when you kill them. Bobbies are also a special enemy in that not only can they regenerate their arms, they can come back to life if you don't stop on them in the overworld. So that's why I just did that. Other than just for the fun of it. Of some of the dead townsfolk who were all busy killing each other before we got here. Hello, Bobby. Yeah, justice and order and whatever the hell you want. Stop batoning us, you jerk off. Yeah, the legs are pretty useless, Caleb. Oh, why did he get to move before me? Oh, okay. Maybe I got stunned. That's why he's the goat. The goat, literally. There's something over there to loot, so we should be good now. Okay, I think we're okay to continue moving. Might as well go check out the library while we're over here. Oh, that jerk on the goddamn car with the gun. I can't deal with him. That's gonna be annoying. Oh, I'm also gonna have to fight, hey, Sylvan, thing. We can get our limbs back with that. There's a pocket cat. Amelia. Okay, we can do some crafting now. Speaking of which, why don't we make some murky vials out of these? Oh, we got, I think, 2 and 3, so we can't actually make the basic stuff. Annoying. Okay, a few more books for the collection. We're gonna have to fight dysmorphia, but that's fine. Again. Per usual, I'm not doing things 100% optimally, but that'd be boring, wouldn't it? There we go. That's the role we've been looking for, Caleb. Okay, hitting the leg is not ideal, but... Is that a bear trap for Marina? She'll eventually come to the bookstore and I'll just be like, ha! Gotcha! Caleb. Okay, he missed, it's fine. Just take out the body now. Seeing Caleb's unspent rev points always does bother me a little bit. I want to be able to spend them somehow. I want him to hit harder. We'll leave that side of town unkempt for now. Let's make our way towards the orphanage, why don't we? Oh, hi, Pocket Cat. This is Pocket Cat. He's a creep. The short and skinny, though, is that he's a servant of the moon god and that we can give him contestant heads for certain books. Maybe. Not be bothered with this. I have no contestant heads right now, so we'll catch you later at the museum and do our business over there. But now we keep moving forward. Hey, a battlestone! That's gonna be good. Here, let's put that on me and put the the ballistic shield on you. I can cast hurting some more, without having to worry too much. Yeah, he's our co-worker. One of us is getting infected, aren't we? The goat's getting infected. Yeah, that's just the nature of this game. Fecal hounds are disgusting. How many green herbs? I have 5. I can afford to let Caleb to keep all of his limbs. Or use chalk, which after the first one becomes useless. I don't think this guy will spawn yet, so we can run over here. Open these. Last file, bone saw. Good, we need another bone saw. There's a rat hag in here, I think. We can get a free head off of her. If there's anything super useful in here besides that. Matches, and what's in this one? Yellow vial, okay. Not bad. Let's take off your cane first. Oh, she's fast. Summon the rat right away. Let's deal with that rat. I don't want her wanting it biting us. Or maybe it will just right away and infect one of us. Great. Should have went for the torso, I think. Why is she so fast? Alright, at least us didn't get infected. She didn't even have anything good on her. Oh, well. Oh, let's deal with infection, healing, green herb, that. Yeah, she's got one leg and one arm, but for some reason moves at light speed. Beware Granny. Oh shit, the mob can jump us here, can't it? We could probably take the mob with this group, actually. Sorry, Caleb. We'll heal you after this. Items, healing. We have 1 blue vial. Okay, that's gonna have to go to Caleb for now. Make another murky vial. We could bombard the mob with murky vials right off the get-go. You'll see the mob in a second, assuming that they're about to do what I think they're about to do. Or maybe not. Maybe they won't. Maybe I'm lucky. No, never mind. I just triggered them because I walked back. This is the mob. The mob is 2 generic enemies and a guy with a meat grinder. They're a roaming enemy. They can spawn in a few different locations and just ambush you. And honestly, getting rid of them as early as possible is not a bad idea. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna throw some murky vials out. We're gonna the idea is to also keep the male guy stunned so he doesn't start chopping off your limbs. So with the murky vial, we can just light everyone on fire. And then Caleb will do what he wants and attack who he wants. Let's get hurting on the half-cocooned. Bella, why don't you re-equip your pipe wrench? Do I have anything else to give? No. Goat's going after, Ooh! Oh, no, 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 no. This may have been a bad idea because I forgot I just don't have as much healing items as I really wish I did. Oh wait, hold on. The meat grinder needs to be Fucking no, we gotta run. This is a bad position to be in. I shouldn't have picked this fight. The fuck, gangway. Okay. We're okay. That was a bad choice on my part, but we came out of it okay. Shit. Can game end yourself? Yeah, I can just game end myself. We're okay for now. You know, the man with the bell, he's kind of a dick. Deep mallet, purifying talisman. Trying to think of what's the best move here. It might be rushing the orphanage, honestly. Because if we rush the orphanage, we can potentially find the Alchemelia stuff. Also, don't mind as I casually find a resistance bunker down here in the underneath the nothing worthwhile. I'm having such bad luck with books. Tag along. Wait, where'd Caleb go? Oh, there he is. Come on, let's go. Yeah, because there's nothing else to do down here unless we bring Dan here, but Dan's not going to be available for that until the second day. A shame that we wasted a Murky Vial on that fight, but it's not a big deal. Shotgun shells, cloth fragment. Yeah, we just have to keep looting and hope we find some healing materials. The only other option would be, what do you call it? Getting affinity up with Sylvan, but that's going to be kind of rough. There's anything in here except like a mop? I can't take that mop. We can, oh yeah, we can loot some liquor here, which will be good for the long run. And not take, okay, there we go, blue herb. I really did get lucky in my last two runs by finding that the Alchemelia 1 book so early. No luck there. Get around the sew jobs. Oh, we can also get the Leechmonger ring now. That'll be good. Oh, there's nothing in here. I always think there's something in here, but there isn't. Ignore the screaming. You'll find out about the screaming momentarily. Please, thank you. All right, chainmail dress. Put that on Osa. And give the leather to you now. And one more flight. Breathing's getting louder. And oh my god, they're being flayed. Oh my god. It's horrible. Anyway, Leechmonger ring. Let's give that to you, Abella, because I feel like you could really use it. I wonder what Abella has to say about this. Elmer, help me. What's happening here? Black Caleb has a blank expression on his face. He's slowly chewing a brown tuft of weed in his mouth. The more you look at Caleb, the more annoyed he starts to look. Funny goat. Yeah, I think it's, I forget who mentions it, but one of them mentions that those guys are, like, doing that because they want to, not because someone forced them to. Hey, Kefir. Don't mind me. Gonna do a little bit of looting back here if you don't mind. Hey, Blue Vial. That'll be good. Is it hard to think like the one guy in Diablo 4? I'm not familiar with Diablo 4. Rub the lamp decker. No, I know what happens if I rub that lamp, and there's a good chance it'll just cause an end game thing now. Orange ring. Give that to you. I'll come back for the lamp. I'll activate the lamp later, but for right now, while we're still trying to get on our feet, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I didn't do anything, Kefir. Don't worry about it. Actually, how many shillings do I have? Maybe Kefir can sell me something. I have 83 shillings. I can't buy the hardened heart yet, so... And that is the major prize to buy from him. So we'll leave him alone for now. Unlock the gate for now. Now we can get to, what? The mob? Here? Now? Are they still outside? Yes, they are. Ugh. Oh, hello. You missed! No! Oh, thank God. Diablo 4, there's a guy early and then gets his skin ripped off because it feels good. Ugh. Lovely. Yeah, I guess they're somewhat like that, those guys in the mall. Bed. No point of lighting the candle. Please tell me you have Alchemelia here. Venushka's not bad. Any skin Bible's always appreciated. Oil. I needed. Okay, I have a lot of blue herbs. I think I might just spend a few on Black Caleb to take him out of one-shot range. There, he's fine. Now our goat's safe for now. Now over here, the mob! Fuck! Ramen gas mask. No, I don't want to change anything about my current build. I'll take the form ring off you and give you the gas mask. Run! Up the ladder, up the ladder, up the ladder. Thank God. Purifying, rotten talisman, or shotgun shells. Juked ya. All right, the Orphanage. Let's see if we can't find some good literature here. We will find orphans, I will tell you that much. And Dreams Flyer, Perkley's fucking with us again. Oh, let's also loot these lockers. No luck there. I wish I remember which of these were unlocked and which weren't. That would make this looting this place a lot easier. Another Man Dreams Flyer, great. There's an orphan. Ugh. It's hurting one of these bastards. Go for the other one with the... Whoops! I think I went for the head by the time. Maybe we'll say hi to Hugo? I'm not sure. Hugo does need to pay for his crimes. I'm just not in a good position to do that, though, to, like, really give it to him. Just say hi. Okay. I can at least get him on screen enough to show him off. Hugo is the bastard that runs this orphanage and does a myriad of other horrible things. Alright, let's take care of this ghost. Funny thing in this game, too, the ghosts are these guys, that they drain your sanity, but they also can only be killed with either otherworldly damage or just bare hands. Like that. But if you hit them with a weapon, it won't do any good. Oh, the meat melon actually does more damage. Shit. Okay, no basement time for right now. Nothing in here. I feel like there should have been other orphans to take the heads from. Because I killed 3 of them over there. Have I just immediately forgotten how many heads I chopped off? It's fine. We'll come back around to here. Yeah, Hugo is an entirely optional fight, but it is just... It feels nice to kill him. He's an asshole, he deserves it. Door is too strong for me. find the orphans later. Hey, I feel like you're twisting my words a little bit, but... Maybe only a little, though. Listen, they're just a very good source of limbs. Sorry, I kind of forgot what I just picked up. Oh, we have a trench gun now. That's good. Too bad I can't wield and shoot people in the overworld, but not a bad thing to have. Nice, that's one down. That's two down. Leave my goat alone, man. Let's take the leechmonger off you now. Horn ring, and I can't lose my limbs here, so I'll take off the salmon snake for now. Oh, this is getting hungry. It's hard work beating up orphans. Another bone saw. Caleb needs to be healed. He's in one-shot territory. Oh, we have a light blue vial to give him though. That should be good. Osa should be able to get some of his health back by just beating people up. Or he can miss. He can miss and just fuck up. So can Black Caleb, but so can the orphan. So. Everyone can just miss their attacks. It's fine. We can fight the priest. This is fine. There are one of these dudes just in the basement chilling out. Hey, Liv. Guard, actually no, that arm should be stunned? Yeah, okay. You can re-equip. Oh shit, nice Caleb. Didn't realize he had so little torso health. And a soul stone, that's lovely. Goat hoof, we can feed that to Caleb for comedic effect too. An epee mask, nice. Put that on, and you can have Tanaka's hat now. Let's also sacrifice our heads while we're down here. Give an offering, not the portrait, all the heads. Unbearable existence, the suffering, the agony. We play the secret song that echoes from within, the sound that is like razors through flesh. Can you hear it? Yes, you can hear my voice after all. You who came with the offering, ask and thou shalt receive. 21 soul shards. Oh, explore the further regions, farewell. That is one of the new gods that existed in between the last game and this game. She just gives me soul shards, and I can craft them into soul stones that I can use to level up. Yeah, there are other new gods I can summon who will do different things. But she is the one that I tend to summon the most often. New gods being humans that have ascended to what do you call it? They've basically gone to the old city Mahavre, sat on the golden throne, and ascended to like a higher being, but they're basically just puppets of the old gods. That's kind of the short and skinny of it for to explain them. Just like me, for real, for real. Ah, shit, the kid. I just run away from you. Oh, and I failed to run away from the ghost. Heal, run, guard. Let's give you something to fix your sanity, because you're starting to go a little insane here. Healing... have a vodka. That'll help you out. There you go. Ballistic shield and you're good. Hey, kid. Nice. 20 health back and a new offering. Getting really lucky with the crits for Osa, which is really nice. Alright, just one of them survived. That's fine. Stop hitting the goat! I need that one. He's the only one that can't heal with the Leechmonger. I'm kind of curious what happens if I fail the Ouija board hangman test, but I'm so scared of it just killing me that I don't want to deal with it. A bookcase? Kaiser's Rise to Power. That's useless. Cloth, white vial. He's giving me healing things. Green herb's not bad, but not what I really need. Those kids in my way. Oh, I've already been in here, I think. There. Chalk, and that's it. Alright, let's go upstairs, wave at Hugo, and get the hell out of here. Run. Guard. Okay, there you go. Not a problem. Nice, that's one down. Another one hit. Another one down. Nice. Combat with these things is going pretty clean, which is nice. Truth Under the Moonlight, not useful. I'm basically finding like all the lore books that are good in the first run, but everything after that is just... These books do nothing for me. Nothing mechanically, at least. And Poems of Love and Torment. I can't win. Yeah, so there's a couple sigils here. One can be used for sacrifices, one can be used for activities. And then this is Father Hugo, who runs the orphanage. He's a dick. We're gonna leave him alone, though, for now. He's a relatively hard fight for a team that is only, essentially 2.5 characters. The only thing he really gives is the key to in here, which will get me a soul stone, but I can't use that table. That table is normally used for leveling up, but in what do you call it? In normal mode, that table's always broken, so it's pretty useless. There's not a whole lot to get out of Hugo. There's a couple bookcases behind him, but I can't get to him without actually fighting him, so... I don't really know where else to go for books now. Or at least can't think of anywhere specific to go for books. Oh shit, Death Mask. And the mob is still hanging about. Of course it is. I have 90, not 99. Okay. Run away. I know I also didn't get the effigy, but again, I'd like to get one more party member for that, or at least be a more powerful form of Osa. I know, we all want Hugo dead, but he's such a bastard. I mean, I guess I could go and fight him. Just risking a little bit. No, my goat! My luck has not been great this run. Ow. The goat. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let's try fight Father Hugo. Because we're coming up on... We're on the 3rd hour now. Let's go fight Father Hugo and see how that fight goes. And then I can... Oh, shit. I have to get through these bastards, though. Run away, guard. This is not going well. Yeah, I think we're fucked. Bella's gonna lose a limb. Yep, she lost one arm. It's fine, though. Fuck out of here. At least we didn't lose 2 limbs because I threw the wrench. Yeah, this run's not going fantastic. So let's fuck it. Let's fight Father Hugo, and depending on how that goes, I'll probably call it there for the day. Oh, the goat. He was our man, our boy. Again, sorry for the bad noises. Something is wrong with my nose today. Alright. Use some herbs to get our healing back up, or our health back up. If Hugo can't take limbs, so we don't need the salmon snake, I'll keep the leech monger on. No, I'll put it on a Bella. Because I'll give you the leech monger, and then I'll put, instead of the salmon snake, I'll put the beheaded wizard on. And let's give it a shot. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Hi, Hugo. Father Hugo widens his arms to embrace you. We're not gonna bother going for his arms. We're just gonna go for the torso and see if we can't get him off. There's also a chance that if he attacks Osa, the fire might get reflected back at him with a severed head. Oh, I should have actually given a Bella the trench gun since I'm not going for wrench tosses. Of course you attack at Bella. Reflection? No. No luck. Get the hurtings going. You know, Bella, why don't you wrench toss the torso this way that we can get some extra damage onto it quickly. On an off chance we can kill you before you do your thing. No reflections. And here he goes. Father Hugo wants to take off his clothes. He sadly got killed by a abomination of sewed together heads. Anyway, Hugo's here. He's lighting everything on fire. He also took off his clothes, but the censor mod is doing his thing. Here, put on the shotgun. Oh shit, she only has 1 arm, I forgot about that! Okay, so it was enough to kill him, though. Okay, so Hugo's actually not as... I thought he was more tanky than that, but maybe with hurting going in Dance Macabre, that's why he was able to be knocked out relatively easily. If I had Caleb, and Caleb actually went for the chest, out of with the trench gun, we actually may have been able to kill him before he lit everything on fire. But sadly, that is not the case. Once he activates Scorched Earth, fire damage absolutely demolishes him. Ah, that's true, that's true. Yeah, the dance is incredibly powerful. But I think I will be ending it here. I'll use my Book of Enlightenment so that we have this save to return to. There's a chance I might go back to this previous save here, get Caleb back, and then maybe either off stream or on stream, I'll make that decision later. Fight back to roughly around this point. But for now, we will call it here. Thank you for watching. Always appreciate the views and those who like to hang out in chat and talk. If you're watching the VOD, hello VOD viewers. Always appreciate the views that way as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Though before I leave, of course, I always have to plug myself a little bit. So if you enjoy my content, enjoy my streams, and you would like to help the channel and make sure that I have more time to put these things forward, I have a donations link in the description of all my videos. Even a little always helps, but of course, only offer if you can. I don't want anyone making their lives harder on my account. But with that little small plug out of the way, I will catch you guys in the next one and see you then. Bye-bye.